Awesome. Okay. Thank you everyone for helping me with my math yesterday. That was great. And this is the cool part. What is it to add, as a sovereign, independent Alberta, what is it to add $1 trillion to the world debt, right? If you look up what the world owes, it is 353 trillion. What if we add one more to that? I say let's do it. And this is a funny thing, is who is the world in debt to? This is what it says. Since the Earth cannot borrow money from another planet, because it doesn't exist in other planets, the world is in debt to itself. So, again, what would it take for independent Alberta, every Albertan over the age of 18, to get $1 million in their bank account? And anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. It's Transmuting Tuesdays, Transmuting Tuesdays. So again, what would it take for each Albertan to get $1 million into their bank account? And anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. 1 second. And this is the cool part, is that all of this banking and all of this money that we're indebted to is all part of the matrix and the simulation. So whether it's 5 million or 15 million, 1 billion, 20 billion, 1 trillion, 300 trillion, it doesn't matter. None of it matters. So why don't we, as a brand new, sovereign, independent Alberta, beep boop bop bop boo, because there is no actual cash that exists. There is not $350 trillion dollar bills. There is no physical cash anymore. Everything is done through a computer, and then it just tallies up and then says that the world is in debt to itself. So none of that makes sense. So since we're breaking out of the matrix, we're breaking out of the simulation, what would it take for every Albertan to get $1 million in their bank account with the press of one button on a computer, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities? What would it take for every Albertan over the age of 18 to get $1 million in their bank account, all their debt wiped away, all income taxes wiped away, all goods and service taxes is wiped away, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities? What would it take for independent Alberta to be the richest country in the world, which we all already are? We just are not keeping our funds to ourselves. And anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. What would it take for independent Alberta to be the richest country in the world? And that means that humanity is taken care of. That means there's food on the table. That means that people can live without debt, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. And also, let me even push that a little bit further. Alberta hosts almost one person or more from almost every country in the world. One person or more from almost every country in the world. They receive $1 million in their bank account. All of a sudden, that country those countries, all the countries, start to get some of that influx so that they can eat, so that they can survive, so that they can live and heal through their lineage and their families, their family histories, all of that. So, what would it take for independent Alberta to be the richest country in the world, meaning that every single citizen is looked after, taken care of, loved divinely, and can sit, enjoy, and create? And anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. So, independent Alberta, boom, done, right? It's done. So then all we have to do is beep, bop, boop, 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 press a couple buttons on a computer, and every single Albertan over the age of 18 gets $1 million in their bank account. I don't think you quite understand how awesome that is. But then for another Transmuting Tuesday, what would it take for Albertans to start to see the matrix, to start to see the simulation, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities? And everything that I do here is with harmlessness and love and joy for all of humanity and for this planet, because we have ascended. And I want my golden city of Edmonton to be at the top of their game in what it takes to take care of your neighbor and take care of the people around you that you truly, truly love. Everyone that makes up Edmonton, everyone that makes up Alberta. So yeah, so that's my thoughts on that. And yeah, let's get excited. It's kind of really hard to even think about these bank accounts or banks or money or government when the galactics are just around the corner. So when we've got starships hanging out in the sky, chilling with us, vibing with us, loving with us, it's really hard to be like, oh, I owe the government what? Oh, I have to pay that tax on what? It's kind of interesting. Our perspectives will change. There will be a rebalance. You can't say that people are using or don't have food on their table for their family, and then there's a starship hanging out in the sky right above their house. Can you see that imbalance? So they'll help us to balance out what it is to have this human experience here on Earth, which will be lots and lots and lots of fun. So for Transmuting Tuesdays, what would it take, hypothetically, just like it says, that we have hypothetical debt and hypothetical funds that exist that will help us in the future, for a little bit of the matrix to start to show up and show itself for Albertans, for Edmonton, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, and create, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. And what would it take for the city of Edmonton to truly understand that they are a golden city? I don't have my cards with me. And anything in the way of that, delete, destroy, and create, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. So thank you everyone for helping me with my math. Everyone was just really delightful and kind. And the thing is that it really doesn't even matter, because we're breaking out of the matrix, the simulation. So, couple final ones. What would it take for everyone to feel joy and love in their heart today? And anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. And what would it take for every human being to know that they are truly, truly abundant, God source, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. And you don't have to say God source. You can say universal. You can say galactic. You can say divine source. You can say anything. Source creator. And anything in the way of that, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities. So what would it take for every Albertan to feel that abundant creative source, and anything in the way of it, delete, destroy, uncreate, and destroy it all now across all space, time, dimensions, and realities? So I hope this brings some joy to some of you. it always makes me giggle. Like I love this planet. We're having some fun. Let's start to experience it where we are on the higher consciousness of it or on the higher vibrational level of it. So, and don't forget, everything's energy. So how can we manipulate it? How can we transmute it? How can we create and destroy energy? Let's start to ask these questions. Have a good day. Bye.